Greetings, RC Model Geeks.
I knew you was going to say that.
I knew you would. It's been a couple of weeks, but you know, as always, we have been busy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll make this a mishmash video.
Okay.
It was just going to be one thing, but no, it's going to be a mishmash. Okay. So, first thing, well, we've been busy. We were cutting the strip.
Oh yeah.
We fixed Jacob Jacobson, didn't we? And we took it up to the strip, and we cut a north-south strip.
Yeah.
And on the very final cut, it went bang, didn't it?
It did. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, strangely enough, Colin was pushing it at the time.
Yeah, only a couple of feet, and it bloody blew up on me.
It blew up on him. It went clatter, 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 and there's the remains of it down there.
Yeah.
And basically the conrod snapped. Yeah. So, but it managed to cut the strip once anyway. So we begged, beg,
borrowed and stolen.
Beg, borrowed. And anyway, we've got another a mower. We've got a 4-stroke this time. We've got a Mountfield. Yeah, Mountfield. Bixerfield's here, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, for the Bixerfield fans.
Something good must be
Here
happening.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming to watch this airplane engine.
Yeah, he's like a coiled
he's letting
spring.
the cat out of the bag.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, so anyway, let's watch a bit of video of us sorting out the strip, and then we'll be back with you in a minute.
Okay.
Listen for the sound of the nuts and bolts in a bag as the engine fell apart.
And I looked round in fainted surprise.
In complete shock.
Yeah.
And I called him an idiot.
Anyway.
Yeah.
There goes Matt Colin on the final stretch. Well, I think we've done quite well. Yeah, well there you go, there is the strip. Unfortunately, the mower died on us. It made a horrible clunking noise and I think it seized. So that's that really. It was free. It managed to cut the strip once. We were pushing it big time. Yeah, I think she's dead. It sounded like the the connecting rod failed or something.
Horrible.
Yeah, it did sound very horrible.
Whatever's connected to something ain't connected no more.
Yeah. So, I'm afraid she's probably dead. Oh well, she did well. She cut one strip for us.
Yeah, look at that.
So all we've got to do now is find another mower. Oh, fuck. Right, so yeah, there you go. Well, that was the death of Jacob Jacobson. He did well, he cut the strip once. But like I said, we've got a Mountfield now, and we've got to get that up there and finish it off. Anyway, so the next thing on the list is I'm going to do a winter project, and this winter project is unknown yet, but it's going to be a long sort of wood kit build. So like quarter scale or third scale or something like that, something pretty quarter scale. Anyway, so it was a toss-up between well, what engine it was really that went on it. So I had sitting around an Enya 120 4-stroke. But I didn't want to run it with a glow plug. Oh, actually, I wanted to go petrol. That was my real urge. So anyway, what I've done is I've converted, with the help of Colin, this Enya 120 to spark ignition.
Yeah.
Originally I was going to run petrol on it, or gas for you Americans out there. But I've decided probably still to run glow, but with the spark ignition, because you get better economy with the spark ignition anyway. And you get a bit more power as well. You get about 5% more power. So here it is. This is the conversion we've done. This is one of the spark ignitions from Hobby King. They're like 25 quid or something like that. Yeah, so what we had to do, we had to put a sensor on here.
Yeah.
For the ignition to trigger it.
Yes, a little magnet in there.
And then a little magnet in there for triggering it as well. We've basically completely stripped and rebuilt this engine because it's 25 years old. I've had it a long time.
And it was in a
and
bit
it was
of a
seized,
state,
wasn't it? It was completely solid, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So we've stripped it down, cleaned it up, put new bearings in there, put it back together, new seals, gaskets, you name it, reset the tappets. Yeah, and she goes round beautiful. She's lovely. She's got loads of compression as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if this thing runs. We've not run it yet. We're running it on glow, at least for the moment anyway. So yeah, so you're going to see what happens.
Okay.
So I think what I'll do is I'll take hold of the camera.
And I'll fill it up.
Oh, you can see Mad Colin's old flight box.
Yes, here we
That's
go.
out of the arc as well. I had to wipe a lot of dust off that, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, I did. It was it had about an inch of dust
it
on
was
it.
in quite good condition, wasn't it? Because you only used it about twice, didn't you?
Look at that.
Oi. Yeah, little
You didn't know you had tools in there, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, there was many a trip to the field with that.
Yeah, twice.
Oh dear.
So I'll grab hold of the camera. Mad Colin's going to use his flight box. We're going to fill the tank up here. We've got a throttle connected up here as well. Yeah, so we're going to get this together, put some fuel in it, and see if it runs.
Okay.
So, the camera,
Let's do it.
dear
Right,
boy.
here we go then.
So here we are, Mad Colin.
Yeah.
We might have to prompt him every now and again because he only ever used it twice. Now she's going for it.
That's better.
The only problem with this tank is it's you can just about see the fuel going in. Just about see the
It's
colour.
coming up the half. I think that would be probably.
That'll do, yeah. That'll be fine, mate.
Okay.
So, get that on the old carby. Carby on the Barbie.
That on the pressure return. Let's reverse that and empty this pipe.
Okay, so she's full.
Okay.
So, what we want to do, do you want to choke it a little bit, mate?
Yeah.
So just get your finger under there and give her a couple of turns. We haven't got the ignition on at the moment.
No.
Ah, dude, don't want to get her too wet.
Right.
Right, okay, so we're ready. All we've got to do now is connect up a battery and flick it.
Yeah. Connect up a battery and flick it.
Right, I'll hand the camera back over to Mad Colin.
Rightio. Sorry about my fingers on the lens there, guys. I guess Rob will edit that out.
Right, so we have the battoir.
Yeah.
And we have this assembly here, which is make sure they're the right way round. Red to red. Now these only run up to 6 volts, so we're basically stuck with a 4-cell NiCad or nickel metal hydride. So we're in.
Yeah.
We have power. And now it's just a matter of, will it run? Phil, do you want to hold the back of that?
Yeah. There's Phil holding the back.
The back.
Clear prop.
Well, we're not getting a lot of action there, are we, boys and girls? Should we try electric start?
Yeah, try electric start. Do you want to take the camera?
No, it's alright, I'll spin it over. Do you want to bung it round this way, Phil?
Might have to bring the box around that way.
That'll do. Right. Hang on a minute. Got a table? Yep.
So give it a good old. Here we go.
The hole's not really big enough in there. You got hold of it, Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it needed.
How is that? On spark ignition.
It's lifting up there.
How slow I took over is that?
Yeah.
What's open up a little bit?
Got it rattling. That's better. Near the engine now.
Yeah.
Bloody
Beautiful,
hell.
eh? Prop's running pretty straight.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's what I needed. It's the old electric start, isn't it? Why don't you start by hand now?
Soon find out.
Probably keep going. Alright.
So there you go.
Fantastic.
That was the first start in 25 years on
Yeah.
a spark ignition conversion that we've just done.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's
I'd say
well,
that's pretty spot on,
Yeah,
considering.
pretty. See if you start by hand now then, Rob.
Look at that. I mean, she's not even bloody hot. Exhaust's hot.
Oh yeah.
Exhaust's hot, but the head's nice and cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's about right. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, it's not running hot at all.
That's right.
We've got a bit of condensation on the old thing there. Right, let's see if she starts, shall we?
Okay. Battery's connected.
Battery's connected.
Oh, nearly.
Nearly. I think the timing's probably slightly out. We might need to tweak it slightly.
Yeah,
Nearly.
she's timing's a little bit out, but. Look at the camera. I want to twist that up because I can't really get in there without burning my hands.
Yeah.
Gonna weaken it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to tweak it, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't get your.
My hands getting
Can't get in there. Oh, do you want her to run a little bit, Rich?
Well, yeah,
Cool,
but,
it runs cooler, doesn't it, Rich?
yeah,
Yeah.
but that looks way too rich.
Hmm.
The amount of fuel that's
Love that
pissing out.
smell. Brings back memories of all my many flights. All 2 of them.
All 2 of them.
Oh dear. See what I've got to put up with.
Right.
Now you can get behind it and
Now I can get I can get my hand there now and adjust the old needle.
yeah. Let's see if I can start it with a flick then.
Eh?
See if I can start it with
Hair
a
flick?
Yeah, I want a hair flick.
Right. Okay, now, bearing in mind that Colin's been quite unlucky recently.
Oh, his hand problems.
Yeah, his hand problems.
And he fell on his mobile phone yesterday.
And I fell on my
hurt
bloody-
his knuckles, bent his mobile phone.
Yeah, hurt my hip.
You want to start that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Right. Phil, do you want to get on the back end there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get the camera.
I had
A
it.
foot on there.
Yeah. Give us the camera.
There's camera.
And then I can tweak the throttle in a minute once
Yeah.
you've flicked it.
You get a foot on there as well, Phil.
Yeah, can do.
That's it. That's it. Right.
I don't know how fixed that is onto there. That's
We
quite-
might just keep a hand on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Excellent.
Right. I'm ready.
Show us your hand.
Here's my hand before.
Right. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Awesome. Right, do you want to hold that and I'll see if I can tune her up a little bit.
Go on, mate.
Yeah.
That starts really easy.
Well, that ticks over lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah. Starts easy. I've got it. It's away.
Might need a little bit more air.
More hair.
Yeah, well, simple car. I can't get on there. Let's walk round. Phase 1 of the winter project
Complete.
You have a motor. You
is
have an
complete.
engine.
Yeah. Well, it's quiet too, isn't it?
It's not that bad actually, is it?
I think the rattling workmate is louder.
Yeah, the rattling workmate and their bouncy engine mount done
Yeah.
out. Prop needs a balance.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Lovely.
that runs sweet as a nut, doesn't it?
It's nice.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Bit of a short mishmash because we ain't got nothing else to put on it really.
No, but we got something.
But we've done that. We've modified that. We cut the grass. Now we've just got to choose what the winter project is going to be.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we've been doing the old running of the engine as you saw earlier. That was going to be the end of the video, but local modeller Pete has come round.
All right, Pete.
Hi, nice to see you all.
And you?
And he's got an FMS BF109 that he's been putting together, and one of the retracts doesn't work. We've actually already repaired that one, but then we thought, oh bollocks, we'll make a video. So anyway, the problem with it was the micro switches on the retract. One of them had a dry joint on it, so basically there was no contact to the switch, so it didn't move. But what we're going to do, because actually both of the micro switches had dry joints on them, I'm going to take the other one out and we'll have a look at that just in case they're a bit iffy as well. So we'll
To be
video
sure,
that.
to be sure.
To be sure, to be sure.
Okay.
So, and you know, these are quite common style retracts. They all work the same way. My top RC Focke-Wulf 190's got the same type of retract, same board in it and everything, so it's a common problem. If one of your retracts doesn't work, this is going to be what you want to look for and how to fix it. So we're going to take this thing out very quickly. They're only screwed in with loads of bloody screws.
Let me get your tray for the
Oh,
screw.
thank
yeah.
you. Yes.
Nothing like a screw tray.
How many planes is it you've got now, Pete?
It's a good question. I can tell you exactly. I got 19.
You've got 19 planes. How many of them have you flown?
I would say my Bixler 2 for about 4 minutes.
Awesome.
But you used to fly, didn't you, Pete?
I used to fly IC
Yeah.
many years ago,
Many.
and electric was just coming in at that stage.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I think work and kids got all in the way.
yeah. It was just the IBM.
It was the
model flying-
IBM North Harbour Model Flying Club flying over in Havant,
Oh, blimey.
just behind Neil Langston.
Ah, flipping hell.
And then I ended up with 2 planes I've kept.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
well, that's the Mustang, isn't
that's
it?
the Mustang
Did we make a
P51.
video of that? Did we
No.
make a video of that flying? We didn't,
No,
did we?
yeah, I got a P51 Mustang and a Thunder Tiger,
Oh, the glider.
the Thunder Tiger glider
Yeah.
with the folding prop.
And,
So I've had those 2,
yeah.
and now I'm thinking, right. So
Yeah.
I buy planes because I like the look of them.
Yeah.
All I've got
You
to do
can't
now
move
is
in
to
your
fly
garage,
them.
can
You
you?
can't.
So basically Pete's going to try and get back into the whole model flying thing after how many years did you reckon?
Oh god, it's got to be.
Do you want to pick your wing up, Pete?
It's
It's in shot, that's it.
Alright, I'm just warming this off.
Yeah, go on, Pete. Sorry, you're up there.
no. Where was I? So yeah, I suppose I gave up. Well, not gave up. I suppose my children now. So about 20 odd years ago.
Oh, 20
So-
years you've got to catch up on.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I found a battery I had. It cost. I think it was $37.99.
Yeah.
You know, 20 odd years ago.
What was that? A NICAD or something?
Oh, it was a big old NICAD. But you know, today they're a lot cheaper,
Oh,
a lot more powerful.
Yeah. So what planes have you bought then in this 20 that you've
Oh,
got?
20. Oh,
Let's see if you can remember them all.
Okay, that's
I
a
can
good
remember
question.
some of them.
So let's start back. So we got the P51, the Mustang.
Yeah, that was an early foamy, wasn't it?
That was an early
With,
foamy.
It's brushed motor and that,
Yeah,
isn't it? Brushed
yeah.
motor, yeah.
The Thunder Tiger, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
Then I met you,
Uh-oh.
and you said, a good one to get a Bixler 2.
Bixler.
That's it, yeah.
So we went out and got a Bixler
How
2.
many Bixlers have you got?
I've now got 3 Bixlers.
3 Bixlers
I've got a
and...
Bixler 2 and a Bixler 2 and a Bixler 3.
Right. And you've also got that Sky Surfer, is it?
I've got a Sky Surfer, yes.
Which is a Bixler rip-off.
Yeah, we've flown that one. Then you suggested the Watt 4.
Oh yeah, you've got a Watt 4
So
foamy.
I got a Watt 4 foamy.
Yeah.
And then I bought... Oh, what's that?
You got a carbon yak?
Carbon yak.
Yeah, carbon
Big
yak.
carbon yak. I've got a couple more trainers.
Yeah, oh yeah, that big old thing.
I've got a couple more trainers. And I've recently bought... What's the latest ones I've bought? I've
Well, you've got this BAF 109.
I bought this one and I bought 2 others at the same time. What were they?
P40?
The P40N.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a nice model.
Yeah.
That's a nice warbird.
Yeah.
And what's that XL? Oh, the Max Thrust.
Oh, the Max Thrust Riot.
The Max Thrust Riot XL with the lights. Yeah, I like that.
He's got...
Oh, and of course the Dynam Smart.
Oh, you got the Dynam Smart. I want to fly that because that looks like a nice plane.
It does look nice, yeah. The Dynam Smart, yeah.
Always fancied one of them myself. Never got around to buying it.
So I've got 19 in total, taken up all the garage, now taken up part of a bedroom.
Yeah. Right, so we've got this unscrewed. Hey,
And there it goes.
and there it goes. So there's all the bits. Once you've got it apart, you end up with this little bit here.
Yeah, right. This is exactly the same as on the top RC. And you'll see there's 2 micro switches there. One there and one there. And the problem is that the solder joints are dry. So we're going to sort that out. We're going to quickly just touch them up with a soldering iron just to make sure they're nice. Because on the other one, it actually broke away and the switch just fell off in their hands.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get on with soldering that. There you go. So that comes out of there.
And there it is.
And there it is. And the solder joints, it's hard to see on this, the solder joints are actually like there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And there.
Yeah.
And like I said, they're normally very dry. I don't want to tweak this too much because it breaks the switch, but yeah, so what we'll do is just going to touch them up just to make sure and then put it back together again.
Okay.
I'll be back with you in a minute.
Rightio.
Okay, so we've resoldered the switch, a little bit more solder on there, and so she should be good to go. So all we've got to do now, if anybody wants to see what they look like,
There you go.
there you go, swap it over. Yeah, all we've got to do is put it back and it should be all rock and roll. Shouldn't take long at all, should it?
No.
If you remember which way round it goes.
Yeah.
That lasts about facing it, right?
Hi guys, we're back. We just had a quick tea break. And
A hammer job. Right, so yeah, so we're screwing it back together. It's all screwed back together. And now it's screwed back together, it should all work. So let's plug that in, shall we? And see if it
yeah, see if it works.
see if it now works, eh?
I'm sure it will, Rob.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think you put it back. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Sounds quite nice actually, that. No, he's giving it extra few throws.
Yeah. So there you go.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how you do it. It's really simple, only takes a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's how you fix one of those. You know, or you just go and buy another one.
Yeah, don't bring any more around, Pete.
Yeah, don't bring more around.
I won't. Working or not working.
So yeah, then it obviously goes back in the wing. And where's it going through there?
Yeah, through the hole in the back. Through the hole in the back and then the loop.
It's going to sit in there sort of like that.
That's it, mate. Any plate?
And we've got a plate here. Let's have a look at these plates, because I didn't think those countersunks actually sat in there very well.
No, they don't.
didn't.
They're not very good.
Bung us
no.
a tool, and we'll quickly countersink them so they sit nice.
Okay.
So we're just going to countersink these because they're countersunk screws, and the countersinks aren't very good. So it's always nicer when things sit flush.
Yeah.
And then the final thing is the old shield.
Yeah.
Right, final screw in here again. We had to take it apart because it was catching. So, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Right, what we've also found, sod's law, when Pete brought this round, the undercarriage was actually not screwed in tight into the wing. When we put it back together, we did it up tight, and the undercarriage leg was actually bottoming out on the wing before it was getting to its end stop. So what we did was basically put a couple of washers under this end of the mounting so that it raised it up slightly, and then it can close, you know, and hit the end stop rather than jam on the wing. So I'll tell you what we'll do, Cole. We'll just drop a little bit of grease on those cogs.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're a little bit noisy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's done.
Excellent.
So that was a short video, wasn't it? Eh?
Yeah, it was.
Of us. Where is the grease?
Will I be asked around again?
No.
So
Okay.
there you go.
You're gonna wrap it up then?
It's okay. Well, it's goodbye from Phil with a hat.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, Phil.
Bye bye.
It's
And
goodbye from him.
And it's
The
goodbye
bearded
from
wonder.
him. See you later, guys.
Later. Bye. Bye bye.